Alright, so this is, in my opinion, the best towers from each area in Eternal Towers of Hell. For Ring 1, we obviously got Citadel of Laptop Splitting. This is a close battle between Tower True Skill and this, but this is just slightly better in my opinion, and I had a really good time beating this, even though that I've only beaten two Citadels, and this is one of them. So, alright, for Ring 2, we got Tower of Phone Snapping. I really like easier towers, and I feel like was just outstanding for its time. Like, I feel like this is better than most towers. It's probably the best medium tower. I'd say it's a close battle between Tower of leading. No, I'd say it's a close battle between this and Tower of Slanted Anticipation for the best medium tower. But I feel like this is just a bit better. And I'm only saying that because I have Goose 4000 added on Roblox. Anyway, time for Ring 3. Alright, for Ring 3, I would say it's. All these towers suck really bad, but if I had to choose one, it would be Tower of Ancient Trickery. Because I think, like. I think this is the first tower with, like, a storyline, kind of. Mm, I just don't like any other towers from Ring 3, and this still is like. Eh. This still is like a 6 out of 10. Alright, for Ring 4, we got Tower of Spiraling Heights. This tower I find is really fun to speedrun. I got to run in like 3 minutes, but I think they patched that. I haven't quite checked because new checkpoint changes and Zone 10's release and Zone 9's release because of the owner drama. But all every tower in here in Ring 4 besides this really sucks. They're not that bad. I'd also say this is the best easy tower. Alright, for Ring 5, we got Tower of Tokyo Heights. A lot of people dislike this tower for whatever reason. I think it's a great tower. Definitely one of my favorites. I had a really good time beating this one. They actually added the 4-1 music. This used to be silent. And I just find its gameplay really good. I didn't even beat this as a new hard. I beat this as a not a new hardest, second new hardest, and it was really good. Even though I did fail the final, like outside a few times. All right, for Ring 6, all these towers are hot garbage, but if I had to choose one of them, I'd probably be Tossum, but I haven't beat that one, so I can't really say. But Tower of Niflheim, I didn't really have a good experience beating this one. I beat it as like a new hardest, then I jumped to not really jump. I just did tower thing layers. And this tower does have a lot of zip lines. I would definitely recommend it for like a second or third rem. And this is a big skill booster. I beat tower thinning layers like 3 or 4 days after I beat this. Alright, for Ring 7, we got Tower of O. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm too lazy. I haven't beat this one yet, but I got to 410 a few times. And I'm confident I can say something about this tower. Unlike Tossum, my PB's like 4 on that. And I'm not even talking about the inside parts, but this tower I find really fun to play when you're like bored and talking with a friend, like the Roblox chat or something. To be honest, I should have beat this. I only died to 410 because I got flung. Alright, for Ring 8, best tower, easily Tower of Vernet Entropy, however. I also didn't beat this one, but I've gotten far enough to say something about it. This gameplay is actually really good. I mean, if I beat TUEI twice, and one I got WinPad kicked, and the other, the WinPad just didn't work. So, I've had bad experiences with that tower, but this tower, I mean, I feel like I could do this. I'm just too lazy because I only really like playing towers. I know, like, I want to grind and stuff, and right now, the cat is not looking possible for me. Alright, this one, I'm gonna have to go Tower B Block Berserk, even though uh, definitely close battle between this and Curve Descent. But I just think this one's better. Curve Descent, the start kind of ruins it. The rest of it's really good. This tower's like good throughout, and that jump is like really bad. This tower is, I mean, it's fairly balanced. It's just if you get past like 4-2, then you basically beat it. All right, next best tower in Zone 1. Tower 0 disturbance is easy. The rest of the towers here are hot garbage. Maybe Tower of Thinning Layers has a chance, but this one solos. Because this is like the only tower I enjoy here. Besides Tower of Thinning Layers, I like rebeating that, but this tower just has better gameplay. Alright, next tower is Tower of Slanted Anticipation. It's close between this and Tower Double Trouble, but I think this is just slightly better. And I like the little ride mechanic thing. And me and my friend tried to get the secret ending for this for like 4 hours, and then we realized it got deleted. So we wasted 4 hours of our life. But I do find this tower good. I'm not saying that because I'm friends with Goose 4000 on Roblox. Alright, for Zone 3, I'm gonna have to go Tower of Hopeless Hell, because this tower, I don't know, I just had a lot of fun. Many people like this tower as well. And I beat this tower with skips as my first extreme. And I definitely recommend this as a first extreme, because this tower is just a perfect skill booster. Alright, for the next tower, we have Tower of Inevitable Failure. I'm bad at pronouncing stuff. This is probably the best soul crushing I've beaten. And you most likely can't change my mind unless I beat another really good one. But I rebeat this tower so many times, but I've only rebeat it once sub 10 minutes. And yes, I use skips with this tower because I like using skips. Alright, next tower we got Tower of Alien Radiance. I did get wind pad kicked on this one because I used a skip. I thought it was the intended route. Turned out not to be, so I got wind skip. And we don't talk about the other skips I used. But I figured out that the skip I used that I thought was the intended route skipped a checkpoint. I don't know if anything else did. It probably did. And I'm super inconsistent at this tower now because I haven't played this game in a while, but right here, I just went like this. Like, don't tell me you're not supposed to go up here. Come on. Like, I never saw this path. Alright, the next tower we got Tower of the Dripping Amalgam. I haven't beat this one, but I've gotten far in it, and I feel like I'm experienced enough to say this tower is really good. And if you think otherwise, I don't know if something's right in your brain, but if you think just like if micromanagement's better than this, then I would, that's understandable take. But I find the gameplay really unique and creative. And this tower was originally supposed to be like a gameplay test. And I'm surprised they didn't do this tower yet. It's really good. Right, the best tower of Zone 7, in my opinion, is Tower of Fractured Memories. Now, the reason I choose this one is because I simply just find this more fun than Uncanny Agony. Uncanny Agony would be my second pick, but it's just so loop failable and so demotivating. This tower has some pretty good button progress, but it doesn't skip floor 1, and floor 1's kind of dookie. And this wrap absolutely sucks, but I feel like that wrap is a bit inconsistent. Alright, best tower Zone 8, feel like a lot of people would disagree with me. Tower of Astral Eclipse. I just feel like this tower is really fun, but I haven't beaten it. I feel like I'm eligible to say this though, because I've gotten to the final stretch a few times. I failed it because I don't care enough to practice this tower. But yeah, I would say this tower is like really creative with the zip lines and the booster things. I remember I tried making a tower that ended up to be hot garbage in studio, trying to inspire off of this. All right, next tower in Zone 9. Haven't really played much towers, but I'd say Tower Wildly Wacky Wonders is the best Zone 9 tower because I haven't really got far in this, but that goes with every other Zone 9 tower because when Zone 9 dropped, it was always too laggy for me for some reason. But now it's fine, and I haven't beat a single tower here. This is probably the tower I've actually got the farthest in because I don't care to play any non-SC tower for some reason. For Zone 10, I gotta say Tower, Tower of, I forgot the name of this tower already. Tower of Complexity and Volatility. I feel like it's the best tower here. It's the only tower I played here because this is my first time joining this, no, second time joining this ring. This is the only tower I've played. So, and this thing is kind of laggy. I have to turn on low detail, ultra low detail mode, but I played this in practice trying it for a new hardest or whatever, and I feel like I had a good time just doing this tower. I mean, it has a lot of cool gimmicks, but though I don't really like long towers. If this was a bit shorter, it would be much better. Next tower, Tower of Mind Breaking, Forgotten Ridge. I feel like this is one of the only good towers here. I just like the slope gameplay and gimmicks. This tower is probably one of the best Insanes I've beaten. Um, this tower also, I had a friend who did this as his first soul crushing, and he took over like a year or two on beating this tower. I think I unadded him. Oops. Anyway, this tower, I really like its gimmicks. I find this cool. Uh, the gameplay can get a bit confusing, but if you do this with like in the practice lobby, you'll understand it much better. Next tower, Steeple of Beginner's Journey. This is basically a steeple of tower of zero disturbances, but I feel like that tower is a bit better. Or the tower is a bit better. This is basically just tower of zero disturbances, but I think it's easier. And this is kind of long for a steeple, but this is I would say this is pretty fun. Just playing through an easy tower steeple. And I I did this when I was like when my hardest was I think uh maybe no probably Tower of Impossible Expectations. All right, next we have Steeple of Midnight Acropolis. I never beat any steeple or tower here because in my opinion all the towers and steeples under I would say intense difficulty are pieces of hot garbage. Argue with a wall. I mean, they're just way too long. I really like short towers, but I never really played this through, so this might be a longer steeple. But it's a steeple, so I'm expecting good things from it. And it also has a Geometry Dash reference in it, so I have to pick it. Alright, next tower, I'm gonna have to say Tower of Climatic Beats. Yet again, I've never beat a tower in this area because it's one of the newer ones, and I haven't really played Eternal Towers of Hell in a while. Holy crap, it has Geometry Dash music. And I also did play like a few of these towers, and yeah, I played quite a few of these. I just haven't beat any of them, but I'd say this one because it's like I would say it's the best gameplay wise, and I feel like it's really short because I got to 4 or 5 in like 3 minutes. Alright, next tower, I accidentally entered it and too lazy to go out and drive that stupid boat. This Tower of Mystical Marine. And all the towers in this area are hot garbage. but this is the one I would pick if I had to pick the best because it's easy and it's nice and short. And that's exactly what I want from the tower. But I feel like the gameplay is just it could be a bit better. Alright, next tower, Steeple of Magical Collaborations. I feel like there's three good steeples in this area. And Tower Steeple of Witch Calamity is hot garbage. Worst tower in the game. Steeple in the game. And the worst tower. But Steeple of Magic Collaborations, I feel like I had a lot of fun doing this tower. And I really wanted that arcane crystal, and this was the final stretch. And it felt like I really earned the crystal, not like had it given to me because all the towers were really easy. And this one, I actually enjoyed this one, even though I did have to look up a tutorial for this, and I was REM skill. Alright, next in this hot garbage pit, um, Toxic, because it's the only tower I actually stand a chance at beating. All the towers here absolutely suck. They are hot garbage. I wish this area never existed. Alrighty. And I'm not just saying that because I have a skill issue. This tower has way too many hops. Using alignment keys is just, I mean, using alignment keys is just inconvenient. I feel like these conveyors, yeah, every tower here is a piece of poop.